gonna do the things. Boop, do. Okay. Did you guys get your candles?
Yes. I have not opened mine yet because I want to video it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That was my plan too. I was like, I'll do a whole thing on Twitch, and then the box came in, and I looked at my wife, and I was like, "We're really excited for these. These candles are going to smell amazing. Fuck it." So I just took pictures and I made a post.
I got my box and I tore into it like a feral rat devouring a pizza over the sink on a Friday night, living home alone.
As you should. Yes, sir.
I have self-control.
That's good.
What's that
For those listening, you might be wondering, what the heck are they talking about? Well, we are talking about Firelight Fable Candle Company, who make the best, I mean, the absolute best, premium, pristine, any other P word that you can think of that describes how amazing these candles are. They smell great. They're long lasting. They have a wood wick that just flickers and crackles at the perfect sound. It is quite immersive. You can use code STORYCRAFTERS for 15% off your order at firelightfablescandlecompany.com and get your candles to have your room immersed in the sense of fantasy. We are the Story Crafters, guys. Hey, how's it going? My name is Jeff. We have Nicole and Charlie with us today. Jared is out. He is under the weather, so we wish him the best. But guys, I just threw that intro all together. That was awesome.
That was kind of great.
Job.
That was pretty good. I'm not even going to edit that out. We're just going to go ahead and keep going. How the heck are you guys?
Powered by espresso.
Powered by espresso. That's right. I had a double that is finally hitting, and that hit like right in the middle of that, and I was like, "Oh, let's go, baby!" Anyways,
I think I saw it in your eyes, like it just like it came alive.
Bing. Caffeinated Jeff has entered the chat. Anyways, oh man, I am excited. It has been. I said that like it's been so long. Literally, I just missed one episode, but it feels like a lot longer because a lot has happened in life since the last time I saw you guys virtually.
Yes.
But we kick off our show with Rolling Initiative, so let's go ahead and do that. And I'm rolling this massive liquid core dice today. And that's fit to the par. Or that's not a saying. Par for the course. That's the one.
It fits
I'm
the
gonna
par.
shut up. Oh my God. I need to shut up. Charlie, what'd you get?
I got a 14, man.
A 14. Double digits.
Okay.
I know.
I got a 12.
A 12. I will remember and, keep us why we do this for the little people out there. I got a 9. So,
okay, almost double digits. We all rolled really well.
Almost.
Charlie, Nicole, me. Charlie, how the heck have you been, dude? I ran into you the other day at the local game store, but
yes.
For those that don't live with us or by us, because Charlie and I do not live together, that's... Take it away. Please stop me. Someone stop me.
I don't want to. I'm enjoying every second of it.
Hold me back. Dad, this is what happens when you're not here.
So I am tired and excited. Yes. Life and work has been incredibly busy, but I'm very excited. Some fun stuff has been happening. As of late. First and foremost, very excited after some time away. I'm getting back on social media with InkGM, and I'm very excited about this new daily themes for Instagram posts. It was a lot of fun this past week doing so. And the fact of being able to schedule posts is huge and helps a ton. So, yeah, I'm really excited to just kind of chat with everyone and get back in there and engaged and share some laughs. So that's been a ton of fun. As you mentioned with Firelight Fables, we got some new candles. Amazing. The Autumn Adventures and Underworld Carnival selections are fantastic. I want to order every single one of them, especially the Abandoned Mansion. I need that for my games so badly. It smells incredible. I don't know how you get cold to be a scent, but she did it. It's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, so that's been really cool. I got to do, as you mentioned, we had my brother-in-law was in town, and so I got to run a campaign session for him and my wife and my best friend Forrest.
Oh yeah!
And so that was a ton of fun.
Yeah, did that go well?
Oh, it went so well. It was so much fun. I had so much planned, and we spent the entire 4 hours of the session. It was mostly role play and engaging with NPCs. There was no combat. And it was fantastic. Everybody had an absolute blast revisiting some old characters. And I got to do a really, really awesome lore dump because my wife plays a druid and she went up to this tree that is in the center of this city. It's an ancient cypress tree, and she went and wanted to channel divinity with it and roll. I said make a religion check, and she rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
And so I got to do this really cool kind of like a flashback almost that she was but I did it in the way of scrying, like you were scrying on the past. And then it brought her to the future, the future comparatively the present. And got to see some cultists that were coming up. It was so cool. It was so much fun. We had an absolute blast. And I'm so excited because I've been planning and working and everything for the session coming up this Saturday where Jeff is joining my table for the first time. And I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun. My players are stoked. I'm stoked. It's going to be a blast. I'm really excited. So yeah, it's been busy, but it's been so much fun.
Yeah, that I'm excited to play at your table, and I'm gonna be taking notes for the table, but also I'm gonna have a DM person, DM some okay, so Charlie does this, steal this, steal this.
Go for it.
Ignore the camera that I'm setting up right next to you, so I can record you, but
Perfect.
That's it's going to be super fun. I'm really excited, and I like the character that I have for it. I think he's pretty cool.
Yes. Yeah,
I think he's cool.
Yeah. You're going to have some really cool lore drops when they happen. I'm very excited about that.
I'm excited to hear a player's perspective on being in Charlie's game.
I know. I'm really what it is I'm just a plant to see what is this dude's deal. Really, that's all it is I'm just a plant to see how you do.
Look, I told Jeff, I was like, we'll have a session 0. I was like, I'll send you some lore docs of some stuff based on, your character's origin and everything. And then, I sent this guy, I sent you pages and so much. It blows
my mind. Nicole, I'll send you what he sent me. We talked for an hour, you and I, on Discord or on StreamYard. We just didn't record it. But yeah, no, we were going over my character and coming up with these different ideas and stuff like that. And literally the next day, this dude sends me 4 PDFs, not 1 page. These things are 7 or 8 pages each of this just immaculately beautiful lore that I'm like, there's just no way in hell I'm gonna remember this. This is a fucking novel. Like,
that's why you have the PDFs.
It's insane. The guy is nuts.
That's wild.
The guy is nuts, and I can't wait to play at his table.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun.
It's gonna be great.
Gonna be so much fun.
It's gonna be great. No, I am kind of torn. Do I? Because I'm playing a rogue. Do I go the route of chaos and try to pickpocket everybody, or do I play nicely?
I mean, that's a really good way to like force interaction between players at the table. You know, it's a great way to start building those relationships.
I've never played a rogue, but I'm just really excited for sneak attack. Mm-hmm. And I just want to use that as much as humanly possible.
Do it, man.
No, I'm kidding. I'm going to be, I enjoy good role playing. So I'm going to be playing nicely at the table. And I totally pioneered all of that. Shut up, Jeff.
I'm excited too. I have some handouts and I have a map to give you for your character.
Okay.
So it's going to be a ton of fun.
I do maps as well, so I'm on the same plane as you that way. So I can't say that's crazy because I do the same thing unless I'm crazy. Maybe
y'all both crazy.
You know, they say if you can't spot the crazy one on the bus, you are the crazy one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all of us, y'all.
We are crazy.
We are it.
We are it. So what happens when Dad's not on the show?
No.
Every single time.
So far, we're doing pretty good without our fatherly influence. I think we're really keeping it tight for the three of us.
We are. The ship is still sailing.
Yes.
But we miss you, Daddy. Anyways.
Daddy-o.
Cool. What you been doing? Because you've been doing some cool stuff with your book, your things.
And lightsabers?
I have been doing. I'm like really like almost stressed out that I'm going to forget to say something that I've been doing that I want to say because it's so many things. So we'll start with book stuff because we always have to update on the book stuff. Mm-hmm. I got shipments of my deluxe editions. Those are all here in my house. Yes. They're beautiful. And I'm still waiting on my last shipment, which will be the standard hardcovers. That's like the big shipment that I'm getting. So that's the last thing I'm waiting for before I can officially fulfill all the Kickstarter orders. I have started fulfilling orders for people who did not get the standard edition book, but a lot of people got the standard edition. So waiting for those to come in. They're going to be here any day now. And then I will be fulfilling all the Kickstarter orders and really like hitting the ground running more with like in-person sales and, pushing that kind of stuff now that I actually have inventory to give people, not just digital stuff. So that's really exciting. So book stuff is going great. Fulfilling orders is kind of a crazy process. And I decided not to farm it out for Kickstarter because I had about 100 orders and they just felt really special to me. And I was like, I just want to hand package these. So, we're doing it.
That's so nice.
Yeah. In the future, am I going to farm it out? Probably, because it's a lot of work. Yeah. But for this first Kickstarter push, I felt like it was really special. I feel like all the people that backed it are like my OG people that believed in me and Etheria. So I
can't wait.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Don't cry, Nicole.
I know. I know. It's a whole thing. Okay, moving on. So another cool thing I did lately is I got in touch. Well, actually, the librarian at the local middle school got in touch with me about starting a D&D club. So I went to the middle school and taught this lady how to play D&D.
That's so cool.
So that she could teach the kids how to do D&D club because a bunch of them wanted to do it, but none of them knew how to play.
That's amazing.
So that's super exciting. And I'm kind of staying on as like a consultant with them. I'm not going to make every session, but I'm I'm going to like come in every once in a while. And I gave them a bunch of resources and stuff and, you know, some sets of dice and things like that. So that's just like a feel good thing. And I love doing that, especially, you know, it's in the same school system that my kids are in. So it feels like a really cool, like community building.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah. I love that.
Bring up the nerds, start them early kind of thing. You know?
Yes. I love it.
Yeah, so that's been fun. And then just yesterday, I went to a local library con. If you've never been to a library con, they're amazing. They're so great. I didn't even know this was a thing, but apparently it's a whole thing. So it's like
I had no idea.
Public libraries, right? Like city-run libraries put on these little conventions, and they're almost always free because libraries are really into like community public stuff. This one was at a library in Pflugerville, which is just like 10 minutes south of me. And
oh yes, the Flugers.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a weird name for a town. I don't know who named it, whatever. Their library is awesome. The staff was super nice. But yeah, this was their 9th year doing their library con. And I showed up and met a lot of cool people and fully intend to be a vendor there next year because it was a really great, like accessible, family friendly event and just like the coolest, most down to earth, nicest folks ever that were there. So highly recommend. Look around your local cities and see if any of the libraries have their own convention, because
that's
it's a lot smaller, right? It's a lot smaller.
Yeah, but it's still cool though.
But it's really cool, and it's free to the public. So I feel like you just get a different crowd when it's free to the public, right? Because people can just like stop in and see what's up, even if they don't totally know what it's about. They can just go check it out. Which, like, that's my people I want to talk to, is the people that are like just curious, and I'm like, I will rope you in.
That's awesome.
That's getting clipped. I will rope you in.
You know what? The cackle is coming. It is spooky season.
I am here for it. We're gonna just witness the cackle evolution.
It will happen.
I need it.
It's
we
coming.
all need it. we all need the cackle. Man.
I think that's the main stuff. I feel like I've been doing some other stuff. I've gotten kind of into... I'm almost 40 and I have no business doing this, so prerequisite. But I've gotten kind of into like Instagram trends lately, like these little trending reels that all the little babies do. So I don't know. I'm playing around with that. If y'all follow me on Instagram, I'm sorry. I'm just an old lady trying to do things that look fun to me. So
you ain't an old lady. You ain't an old lady. You ain't an old lady. That what is happening with those? What are you doing with like the Force Friday stuff? Because I'm here for it. I love that. That's so good.
Yeah, I love. So I started doing Force Friday when I got my lightsaber, like back in freaking April, and then Kickstarter happened, and it was crazy for a few months. So. I'm bringing Force Fridays back. So every Friday I'll post something related to Star Wars. In honor of spooky season, I'm doing Sith stuff. Nice. So I started, I guess, maybe like 3 weeks ago with a Sith apprentice character that I made up. Her name is Nyx. And she is going to be showing up from now till Halloween. So
I like it.
Keep an eye out for her. Awesome. She's my like dark alter ego in the Star Wars universe. So let's see. And this upcoming Friday, which may be after this is posted, but I'll do it again. I'll do it a few times. I'm trying to get people to submit their Star Wars cosplays of like them doing Jedi, Sith, whatever, clone trooper, whatever you want to be, as long as it's in the Star Wars universe. I'm here for it, because I want to feature other people who do really cool cosplays for Force Fridays as well.
I will definitely,
so it's not just me.
I will tell my brother-in-law Ben to send you, because he's got an awesome Mandalorian cosplay.
Yes. Yeah, he's in like one of the
He's like a member of one of the official like
It's like
Mandalorian
the
cosplay groups.
the 501st people.
Yeah, one of those.
These guys are
like,
serious.
Yeah.
That's like their stuff is like movie accurate. Like they could just step on a set and be extras because it's so perfect.
They were.
I'm gonna send you his profile right now. Actually,
yeah, I would love that. I'll definitely
the
feature him.
501st people were at a local brewery a couple years ago for Star Wars Day, and like they had like a bunch of stormtroopers and Vader and stuff. And it was really impressive. Like actually seeing the cosplay.
Yeah, it was dope. I met several of them actually yesterday at the Library Con. There were a few of them there from our local chapter of the 501st.
So good. So good.
It's amazing. The commitment to making the costumes accurate is crazy.
Yeah. And that goes for like all sorts of cosplay. Like I still am yet to go to anything that requires a cosplay. Like I want to go to like a Ren Fair, really.
Yes. Yes.
Because that just sounds awesome.
Dress as your D&D character. That's an easy one.
Dressing up as Cargrim would be kind of hard.
Well, that would be hard. Okay, maybe not Cargrim. Maybe a rogue.
But yeah, my rogue is actually it is exactly pretty much what my Ren Fair outfit. It's like a rogue Assassin's Creed styled like hood and robe type thing with a witch doctor mask.
There you go.
Yeah. So
that's a good one.
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. It's cool. I'll talk more about it after the episode or after the game on Saturday. So I actually have some more stuff to talk about.
I can't wait.
Yes.
Okay, that's definitely enough about me. I've been busy, but Jeff, what you been up to?
We played some D&D. I did a one shot with my friend to get her acclimated with the game, and then we played the main campaign. Got to do a cool like flashback lore dump type thing with my players, and that was pretty fun. I've been really busy at work again. The semester started, so work is just crazy. The amount of sorry, that was really weird. I've been super busy at work, and that's okay. But in my free time, sorry, my dog was just like pushed open my door. My dog is a psycho. If she had thumbs, she'd be unstoppable. But in my time to hobby, I have gotten into the Lord of the Rings tabletop game.
Yes.
There's a group I saw at the local game store that they were actually playing it, and I've never seen anybody play this game. They always play Warhammer, basically. Yeah. And someone was playing, they were playing the Lord of the Rings Middle-earth strategy battle game. And I was like, oh my God, I've been wanting to get into this game for years because I love Lord of the Rings, but I didn't know we had a group down here that played. Well, they do. And I ended up buying a couple boxes of stuff.
Nice.
They're much cheaper than Warhammer, by the way.
Okay. Is it?
You get more models. It's the same cost.
It's Games Workshop.
It is
models,
Games
right?
Workshop.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But the thing is, here's the interesting thing: they're D&D scale. Mm-hmm. So all of the characters are on 25 mil bases, which is an inch. So that's that's D&D scale, and the heroes are on 40 mil bases. So that's been really weird from a painting side because they still like D&D minis are that small 1 inch scale, but like let's be real, they're not really that great. Like the D&D minis, these sculpts are still the pristine Games Workshop sculpts, but
that's small.
They're tiny. Mm-hmm. The heads are in 2 pieces. why the fuck are they 2 pieces? I'm going nuts. I mean, these things are 3 millimeters long. I mean, these are tiny, tiny little.
I have one of the same sets that I've seen you post on Instagram, and I haven't tried to paint them yet because they intimidate me.
Is it it's the Fellowship set?
The Fellowship set.
Okay, you don't have to worry about it. The Fellowship set is an older set, and they're all one piece.
Okay, good. Well,
yeah, they're all one piece minus a couple arms. I think Aragorn and Boromir's arm are separate.
All right, I can handle that. But
they're all just slot in. But the new minis are so many pieces for such a small model. Now, granted, the detail is truly amazing, and they are really fun to paint. But dear God, I normally, well, one, I hate the building process to begin with anyways, especially for like D&D stuff. If I don't have to build it or craft it or paint it, I'm not going to for D&D stuff. It's just so small.
So nice.
But that's really what I've been doing. I've been so busy, just getting out of my comfort zone a little bit. That's really what I've been doing a lot lately too. And I've been for those that are, I think I said it last time, I think I'm just going to say it pretty much every episode. If you're struggling and stuff like that, like mentally, it's okay. You're not alone. Reach out to people around you, because I know I have been struggling a lot. It's been a rough month, but you know what? It's okay. You keep moving forward. You push on. But I've been going out of my comfort zone, and I've been like saying yes, like doing a bunch of stuff that I normally wouldn't do.
Yeah, dude.
And just kind of getting out a little bit more. One of those things that I normally don't do is saying yes to invitations, to conventions and things like that. And so I'm going to pass the buck over to Charlie, who is going to introduce our next little section of the episode about Burgquest. So, Charlie, if you want to go ahead and give us a little elevator pitch of what Burgquest is, we're going to go ahead and do that. That was a weird way I did that. I didn't like that.
So Burgquest is all things tabletop and board games. It's a epic, awesome convention in its second year. That's going to be held in Williamsburg, Virginia, August 10th to the 12th. And I am absolutely so excited. I got to be there last year and attend and present on a panel and do a private game. It was so much fun. So excited I could be there again. And this time with Jeff, and we are going to be hosting a panel, which I'm very excited for. It's going to be on Sunday, October 12th, and at 10:30 a.m. And it's called "One Does Not Simply Homebrew an Entire World." What do you mean you want to create your very own uniquely immersive setting and living narrative for an unforgettable TTRPG campaign? Well, come chat with some of the hosts of the Story Crafters podcast in this exciting workshop on homebrewing everything from magical trinkets to whole entire planes of existence. And I'm so excited we're going to be there. We get to have an awesome conversation with Adam in a little bit. Very excited for that. And it's going to be a great weekend. And Jeff, I believe you did not get to go last year.
Nope.
And I can tell you
that first time going.
You are in for so much fun. It's going to be a blast. And I'm working on some little giveaways to do while we're there. And sadly, Nicole cannot be there this year, but next year I hear is going to be even bigger and better. And I'm very excited for that. But it's an awesome local convention for tabletop and role-playing games and board games over here on the East Coast. And just super grateful to be a part of it. And it's just gets better and better. And it's only the second year. So I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm super excited, honored, thrilled, humbled to be a part of it. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump into an interview with Adam from Burgquest. So stick around, enjoy that episode. From all of us at the Story Crafters, we love you. Thank you so much. Enjoy this interview with Adam.
Welcome, Story Crafters. We have Adam Stackhouse in the house and by the bonfire tonight to talk about Burgquest in this epic convention that's going to be going on in Williamsburg, Virginia, come October 10th, 11th, and 12th. Without further ado, I'll let you introduce yourself and Burgquest to everyone.
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Adam Stackhouse. I'm one of the co-owners of AV Adventure Productions, a production company based out of Williamsburg, Virginia. We do half of what we do is live event production, and Burgquest is our next upcoming live event, October 10th through 12th, as Charlie said. It's a celebration of all things tabletop gaming, especially board games, role-playing games. It's a great time. This is the second year of the event. We were fortunate enough to have Charlie with us in the first year, providing both educational content, panel content, and private games for those who were lucky enough to get a slot at that table and play with him. And we're back this year. The con is returning with all the stuff from last year and then some. It's going to be bigger. There's more shows, there's more entertainment. We've got our big board game library returning from our partners at MagFest. And we're really excited for everything to come.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
I'm super stoked. Yeah, before you leave, you'll definitely have to give a little teaser to what next year potentially will look like, because there's going to be some big changes. But yeah, I'm so excited. Like you said, I was really lucky, and I was so excited to be there last year, and it was so much fun. It was my first con professionally as Inc. GM, and I had just an absolute blast just sitting at a table for a good portion of it with Chris from Rogue Game Masters, and just talking to everybody at the convention and making some friends. And then, as you said, we got to do that really fun panel about professional game mastering, and we had a lot of people that came out to that, and some people that as a result of that joined Rogue Game Masters, and I've gotten to talk to and such from that, which is so cool. And then to be able to come back a year later with Jeff and be able to talk about home brewing, because we both are very big avid supporters of home brewing, your TTRPG campaign, and talking about everything that goes into it. For those that are listening and will be attending, it's going to be Sunday at 10:30 a.m. titled "One Does Not Simply Homebrew an Entire World." But if you're going to homebrew a campaign, you got to homebrew just a little bit about everything sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Oh gosh. So Adam, I know like virtually nothing about Burgquest. And I was talking to a friend of mine actually this morning, and she's into like going to different conventions around the area and stuff. And she was like, "Oh, I didn't know there was a convention in Williamsburg." How did you kind of like come up with the idea for hosting a tabletop convention in Williamsburg? And why not Richmond? Because Richmond's significantly more crowded. So,
sure. Richmond is a bigger city, but our heart's in Williamsburg. So Williamsburg, we are the main event providers for the city, which means that this is one of 5 large events we put on for the city of Williamsburg. And this is year 2 of this initiative, creating all these events. Last year, we had a bunch of new events. This year, they're all entering their second year. And it's very, very exciting to kind of see that growth and have that momentum and see communities return. And all of them are very different. And the mission from the city was, hey, let's do something that excites both locals and brings people from out of town. Because a lot of people hear Williamsburg and they think about the fifes and drums and the colonial stuff. Yeah. Think about the bricks and the beautiful buildings. But they also, maybe haven't been back since that middle school field trip they took, or the time they went there with their parents.
Fair.
And
that's fair.
And they're grown adults with their own kids now.
That's fair.
And so the stuff that we do is different and is exciting, and we think it's a perfect place to grow new communities centered around things. So our other festivals involve, there's a comedy fest with improv and stand-up comedy. There's a week-long arts fest. The most mainstream thing we do is probably our whiskey and wine festival. And then in November, there's our cat festival. We run the Virginia Cat Festival, which went real viral last year. And it's just a celebration of all things cats.
I want to go to all of those. I like all those things. Cats, whiskey, wine, tabletop. Yeah. Yes. And yeah.
Yep.
And that's how we ended up here, is like, we like all those things and we know other people who like those things. And we're like, how great would it be at this point in our timeline to just bring people together over their love of these shared activities? So I have always had a deep affection for all things board games and role-playing games, personally as a player, as a dungeon master, as just an enthusiast, and to be able to build a like-minded community around a celebration of this is really exciting. A lot of the cons that we've seen before are they do one of a couple of things. It's like maybe they have a game library and then a huge room, and that's the weekend. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. And you can do a whole weekend around that, and that's great.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like you sign up online and there's be a game master and there's 8 seats at the table and you're playing a role-playing game or a miniatures based game. And that's the whole con. That's great. That's great. We really wanted to create something new that, you know, when you go to like a Gen Con, it has everything, right? But like, what does that look like on a smaller scale? What does a con look like that has a massive library of games that you can just go and spend the whole weekend in, but you can also dip out and you can go to a concert, you can go to a comedy show, you can go to a panel, you can take place in a game with, you know, someone facilitating you for the first time in a role-playing game. You can meet professionals working in voiceover or motion capture. You can enter a cosplay contest. Like all of these things that are fantasy and nerd culture adjacent that really flesh out to make it a fun weekend to connect with others over. So that's the goal with Burgquest, is really to start at that base, that love for the form, and then providing all these different related experiences to really make it a celebration of a weekend.
That's so cool, and that was not the answer I was expecting, to be honest with you. I was expecting the like, oh yeah, you know, we're from there and we had a really fun D&D group or something, and we're like, let's do this. But no, that was way different, and that was really cool. That's all community driven, and I love that. That's super cool. Charlie,
it's a unique place. It's like getting out of like Richmond. It's a great city. Like, absolutely love it. There's so many things to do. There's great museums, great food. But like when you go to Williamsburg, especially if you've been there in a hot minute, it's close to most places in Virginia. You know, like even if you're coming all the way over from Roanoke, it's like I can do that in a day and still have an experience.
That's easy. Yeah.
And I can come down from DC, and I can come up from Virginia Beach. I can come up from cities in North Carolina. It's very central. Lots of hotels. Absolutely strikingly beautiful in the fall in a way you're not going to get from a major urban center. Incredible restaurants, new breweries, new experiences that weren't there. I went to college there over 20 years ago, and the place has just completely transformed with all kinds of great stuff to discover beyond an event. And like, also, what if we threw a hell of an event right in the middle of all of it to justify that travel, you know?
That's awesome.
Adam, I think if I remember correctly from last year when I was talking to you, a lot of your experience before all these amazing events that you guys have just absolutely driven a home run in Williamsburg with is several years of extensive experience working and facilitating big, large events with big names at higher education locations. I think one of the things I remember distinctly was I think you had put on an event hosting the Dalai Lama at the University of Virginia, and I was like, that is amazing. That is so cool.
I should clarify, we didn't bring in the Dalai Lama. We were responsible for the program in which the Dalai Lama addressed the community at William & Mary. So one of our other things that we do a lot of. It's still hilarious. Yes, it's still very, very funny. And we've had a lot of surreal experiences between our video work and our event work. We do an arts festival that's in the March in season, like spring season, that we bring in people who are bigger names, and that's a really fun thing. But I also would like to say, I feel like we try to shoot above our pay grade for things like Burgquest too. Like we have a guy named Noshir Dalal coming who's played in 3 Critical Role campaigns to come teach voiceovers, teach work. Yeah, it's like It's like people don't quite pay attention to all the things we're kind of putting out there, and then they're like, "Oh, this is here! Oh my god!"
Yeah.
You absolutely segued right into the thing I was going to bring up, because I was like, you have done all these amazing things, and last year, I mean, for the first year, it was awesome. Absolutely fantastic. You know, you hear a first time convention going on, and you expect it to not do well. And yet last year, I mean, completely organically, I mean, you guys had like over 500 people. I remember it being, you know, constant traffic and meeting lots of new people. And it was just, I've been to a number of conventions now, and it's still one of my top 3 favorites that I've been at. And I absolutely loved it. And it was so much fun. And then I'm looking at, you know, what you had mentioned. I'm looking at the program list back when Jeff and I got approved for our panel, and I was like, ooh, what else is going on? And yeah, I saw the voiceover artist sessions with Sarah Amela and Noshir Dalal. And you have game design workshops this year. You brought back Goblins and Growlers and what was it? It was Pushing Dragons. But you also have Symphony of Destiny, symphonic metal band from Richmond. Like,
that's super cool.
Yeah, there's so many cool things that you guys have added this year.
Yes. It's really fun. We're really excited and proud of it. And that's very, very kind of you to say we're amongst your top events. And the biggest kind words we get from anyone who comes to these things are like, oh, this was the first year, like when we do those past events. And we're like, yeah. And they're like, damn it. Like, what's coming next? Like, that's so great. And so we were very proud to put up a bunch of events last year and have that repeatedly said, like, wow, these are all year one and you're doing a bunch of these on a tight timeline. So now we're in year 2 and it's like, let's crack it open, baby. Let's go. So it is really, really fun. Noshir Dalal, there's a couple more things coming to the website. He has been on 3 Critical Role campaigns, which is like his probably RPG cred, but he also has played main characters in like the latest Star Wars Jedi Survivor game. If you played that,
I was about to say he plays one of the clone troopers.
He does. He's in several Star Wars things.
That's way cool.
Yeah, because I literally just finished that, and I was like, wait, he looks super familiar. Like,
oh, he's in Call of Duty. He's in Horizon. He's Mysterio in Spider-Man games. He's like in all these things. So he's going to also teach a motion capture workshop for those who are interested in like learning what that's like. And we're going to do an actual play with Noshir and Sarah and one of the game designers, Nick, who's a lifelong D&D player out of New York. Awesome. He's like a leader in the field of game design. And he's coming down to teach about like the art of game design and accessibility through it. And so that's going to be an actual play thing.
If that actual play needs a 3rd and 4th player at the table, I think Jeff and I would be happy and honored.
I'll keep you posted. Yeah, that one's going to be in kind of a main theater thing on Saturday. Yeah, so it's really exciting. Sarah is also incredibly accomplished. You may have heard about the strike recently, the SAG-AFTRA negotiations regarding voice actors with especially AI things in regards to that. She led that committee. That was Sarah.
Oh wow!
And right. And so, but she also is in Fortnite and in one of my favorite games of recent years, Hi-Fi Rush. She plays one of the most memorable characters in that game. But she's, gone home, an incredible work that founded essentially a video game genre. But she's also in The Last of Us Part 2, Spider-Man. She's in all kinds of things. She's in
my personal favorite video game franchise, which is Halo and Halo Infinite. I was like, that is, blown away. I'm gonna absolutely nerd out.
She's in Fortnite. And Sarah's doing one-on-one mentorship for people interested in getting into voice acting. So you come to the panel with Sarah and Noshir, and then when it's over, you can either like go off and do motion capture with Noshir, or like Sarah will take the time to be like, hey, what are you interested in? What do you want to do? And she'll give you personalized advice.
Charlie, we're gonna be busy, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say
we're gonna be busy, man. We're gonna be busy.
Yeah,
we got our weekend cut out for us.
Well, I mean, I was already planning on being there all day Sunday anyway, so
I was planning on going up after work Friday.
Yeah, Friday night is, so to give you kind of the flow of the weekend, like Friday night is just like hey, here's the big library, come play games. And then Goblins and Growlers is going to have a room with a bunch of GMs running their kind of variant D&D sessions. So that is just a chill night to come in and play. Saturday is the big schedule day. And that's like, we have a big theater with a bunch of entertainment program, including like combat demonstrations, a live room version of Mario Party, and things like that. Several concerts. We get a group out of New York City called the Fantasy Tavern that do a comedic, like quest-driven tavern experience with the full costume setup. They're great. So that'll be in a tavern-like thing in our venue. So like all that stuff is happening Saturday, and then Sunday is like, here's some more real intentional panels and workshops and playtime.
All right. My plan was I was going to be running a number of one shots on Saturday, but now I'm thinking I'm just going to come and attend and just post.
Sorry, guys, I'm not doing the one shot
all day.
I can't blame you.
That's amazing.
I have to ask, live in-person Mario Party, how did you get the rights for murdering each other? How does that look?
You signed a waiver.
If you get enough stars, you can do anything. Yeah. So that is not sanctioned by Nintendo. This is a parody of Mario Party, but it's going to have all the kind of like things you'd expect from a fever dream. Expect the audience divided into 4 teams and characters of familiar team leadership, and the audience members stepping up to complete the various mini games and make decisions throughout. So
that's hilarious.
It's all the trappings and BS, if you will, of a Mario Party session, but played with the whole audience in one space. And that's what we kick off Saturday with.
That sounds really entertaining.
That's so cool. That's so cool. I love that.
So yeah, check out that schedule. That Saturday is jam packed with fun things to do.
So Nicole, remember when you said you were not going to be able to make it this year? That sucks. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm getting more and more sad the more we talk about it.
This is how I feel about you with your Ren fairs.
Okay, that's fair. That's really fair. No, I am going to be going on a little family vacation with my kids to Florida. So I'm like, I can't be that sad. I'm going to be at the beach, but I just hate that it's the same week because I'd love to go this year. It sounds like it's going to be amazing.
Nicole, I will say last year we had the band, the Triforce Quartet, which is a string quartet that plays nerd music. We had a family of 5 drive from Texas to see that show.
I believe
it. I would
100% believe it. I mean, I will not be driving next year, but I will get on a plane and I will be there.
They did not disappoint. I mean, you could hear them throughout the entire venue. It was amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah. We really love kind of like play setting. So like there's a musical duet out of Charlottesville called Cyanwood that is a couple that plays hammer, dulcimer, lute, like flute. And they're going to be located in the central atrium for 4 different sets over the weekend. So as you're passing through or coming through the second floor, open to the thing, you're going to hear this fantasy music coming from this brilliant duo. And it's just stuff like that we kind of real intentionally segue. So whether you're in games all day or you're going between a workshop and a show, like we really want to make it so you're feeling like that there's always stuff going, that there's a real heartbeat to the whole situation.
Which is so important and really makes a difference, because I've definitely been to the conventions where if you go through one hallway or one door, suddenly it's just quiet. There's staff hanging out over here, or like if it's at a hotel or something, you've got residents that are over there hanging out, and suddenly you're like, wait, where am I? Whereas like the entire time we were there, I completely was like, we're in Williamsburg right now. Like, you look out the window and there's just these beautiful woods, and you're inside and you're just hearing the classical music and people playing video games, and you've got all these different merchants selling really cool tabletop stuff. And then I went into a room and got to do a private game for 3 hours with 8 players. It was so much fun. It was just such a fantastic weekend. Everywhere you went, there was something tabletop related around every corner, and it was just awesome.
Thank you. That's real kind. And the vendors are back. Like the vendors last year had a blast. That marketplace has more than doubled this year. So pretty much everybody from last year is coming back. And then they told their friends. So there's going to be a real fun marketplace with everything from like, you know, Hampton Roads areas, game stores like Atlantis Games and Tap and Roll out of Williamsburg, but then also folks who craft their own stuff, and they have dice towers, or they have, you know, role-playing game themed art, or it's like RPGs meet cats, or it's you know, dice companies, or, you know, there's all kinds of fun things in that marketplace. So it's gonna be really
I love
nice.
the dudes out at Atlantis. They're awesome.
Yeah,
I was actually just there Friday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've also had a jump in our game demos. So developers who are making their own stuff and they want people to come and play test the stuff that is unreleased.
Wow.
So you'll be able to wander through and look for flags that say, try my demo here. And you can just walk up and meet a game dev and try their thing for the first time.
Awesome.
So we had a few of those last year, but there's a lot more of them this year.
So I'm also really big in like wargaming and stuff like that. Is it just RPG related, or is there like tabletop wargaming people coming as well?
For the demos?
Or just at the convention in general?
Just in general.
Yeah.
So the board game front of it is like the giant library provided by MagFest, which for listeners who are unfamiliar, it's a huge con that's been running for over 20 years with 20,000 people out of National Harbor, Maryland. And they have a whole tabletop division, and we partner with them, and they bring a giant Penske truck with hundreds of board games and set it up for free play. So that's like, to me, that's the heart of the con, is at any point in time, you can just walk into this massive thing.
I think I was misunderstanding what you were talking about with this library. I'm thinking like a library where you're looking, it's like a catalog. Like
no,
this is like
when he says a library, he means shelves
of like it takes hours to set this up, and a giant moving truck and a full team. And so that's Friday night is a lot of that. So that's a huge thing. That's the core of it. And then we have role-playing games like the ones Goblins and Growlers will facilitate, and things like that. And then the game demos.
Cool.
Yeah. The
I really misunderstood that.
Maybe we go back to the website and I'll clarify and make sure people understand.
No, that's definitely my 5-head brain. Like, it's just not happening.
There's other things too. So if you're like, hey, I want to learn, I've always heard about Blood on the Clock Tower. I've never played it. We're going to have people who facilitate that, running games on Saturday and Sunday where you sign up on site, or like, hey, I always want to learn how to play Mahjong. Last year, our Mahjong tables were filled up real quick. And so like the same people took over the Mahjong setup the whole weekend. This year, we're going to have intentional signups where you go and learn, and then you can move to another card table and play as long as you want. So more people will be able to learn how to play Mahjong on site with the organization Rich Maj. It's great. So
that's really cool.
Yeah, we try to like
a fun time.
We want to have something for the folks who, you know, the Tidewater Area Gaming organization. They're really great. They come in though with like, they're intentional and intense, where it's like, I brought my games and I'm setting up and I'm in this room for 8 hours. And we want to have something for them, like when they want to take a break, but like they're living there all weekend. And then we want to have something for the family who's like, I'm D&D curious. And I got my kids, and it's like, okay, we can play Mario Party, then learn how to play Dungeons and Dragons, buy a gift, and then listen to a concert. And like, that's our experience, right? We want to have something for everybody to show that this is a welcoming, accepting, diverse, interesting field of entertainment. And there's many ways to engage with it. And all of them are right, you know, like assuming you're being a nice human being.
Of course.
Like maybe you want to play games, maybe you want to make your own games, maybe you want to learn how your games are made, maybe you want to celebrate them through music or performance. Like all of that is here.
That's amazing.
That really is amazing.
Now I'm just super torn on whether I'm going to be a vendor or an attendee next year.
Both.
Yeah, do both.
Both.
Okay, maybe I'll have somebody else work my booth so I can go play.
Look, if you make it out here, absolutely, I volunteer Jeff and I to do shifts with Jared.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Story crafters at the Game Master Mod booth. Yes.
And you have after hours time, like so the con runs for 20 some odd hours over 3 days, but the vendors have like a much more reasonable 8-hour Saturday and like a 6-hour Sunday. But the con itself is open till midnight.
I was going to say it's.
I mean, I also
late.
like to sleep, but whatever.
Yeah.
I could just drink a lot of coffee. It'd be fine.
Now we're talking.
Just like, I got you. I brought your coffee. We're good. Let's rally.
Not me scheming an espresso.
Yeah. Man, I'm just so excited. I cannot wait for it. And I'm so glad you guys are doing it again. Adam, I know your time is precious and you guys are working hard to kick this off in just 2 weeks. Is there anything else that you wanted to share with everyone about it? I know badge pricing is on the website, and that's one of the other things that's also amazing about this convention is that it is, even though you have so much going on and such really big elements, you guys still are keeping it super affordable, which makes it really accessible for attendees, which is huge. And I'm just so excited.
Thank you. That's a goal.
I wouldn't say it's incredibly affordable. I'd say it's amazingly and just the most spot on affordable thing ever. Yeah. I'm looking at the price right now and I'm like, but really? Like that can't be right.
The folks who were through the door early, like when we put up the one day, we said you can get a full weekend badge for the price of one day. So like early on, the full con was $30 for all 3 days when you pick up. We did have some people kind of being like, well, if you're not going to tell me what the full scheduling is right now, forget it, man. And we're like, this is a trust buy. Like you can pay $10 later after the schedule.
You'll pay $30, $40 in lunch and dinner alone.
Yeah.
Let alone you can get a full weekend for an amazing convention on lunch and dinner.
That being said, are you guys also still, I know last year you had a bus that was running like all day in shifts, taking people to downtown Williamsburg. Are you guys going to be doing that same thing? Because I remember my wife and some of the friends that came with me to the con got to go down, and my wife, she's a big fan of downtown Williamsburg, and she was so excited that she just got to ride down there and have lunch for the day. Are you guys doing that again?
So it's unnecessary because we're in a totally different space. So last year we were in this convention center that could only be described as dated. It's the only event we've ever had in that building, and we knew the vibes were like, it's everyone's mom's basement as a convention center. And it was perfect for what we did. Like sections of the building that people didn't go in were just decommissioned, and that building is now offline. And that was part of the result of it being a first year event and a tighter production timeline. And that was a special one-off vibe for everyone there. This year, we are in the main student center at the College of William and Mary. It is fall break that weekend. So the students are either chilling or gone. There will still be student involvement, but like we are taking over the main student center in the heart of campus next to the football stadium. So
it's going to be amazing.
We have like the giant common areas where the music, we have the main 400 seat theater is where a lot of our entertainment, we have the lodge with the table cafe. That's where that tavern show is happening. We have these big breakout rooms. That's where the library and the merchants are and the panels. And although the food within that building is closed because the campus is closed largely, we are a parking lot away from a bunch of delis that are up until 2 a.m. A 24-hour Wawa is a 5-minute walk tops. And a downtown area your wife loves is probably an 8-minute walk through a beautiful college campus in the fall. So like no bus is necessary because it's all right there. And so last year,
gorgeous.
Our biggest point of improvement was like we were out into space and there was only one food option in walking distance, and it was a hotel restaurant that had limited offerings, and it was right. And you couldn't really bring that food in the building due to policy, which was kind of wild. This year, we've solved that. Food can come in the building. Food is nearby. There's tons of options. It's right there. Right.
Well, Jeff, when we're carpooling, we're going to stop at Aromas to get coffee. And then when we're ready for lunch, we're going to go to Retros. I'm calling it now.
Let's do it, dude. Let's do it.
There's 2 new coffee shops, too. Like, if you like that coffee, there's like since last year, that downtown area keeps expanding. And there's like now 4 coffee shops within a block and a half downtown.
That makes me happy.
Oh, man.
Get ready.
This is going to be great.
All right. I have passed jealous and now I'm just mad. So goodbye. I'm sad that I signed up for this today. I want to just leave now.
This is the quiet goal.
I think that's a perfect segue and transition to Adam. If you can give a little bit of sneak peek to what next year is going to be. Maybe, Nicole, that'll soften the blow a little bit to let you know what to look forward to.
Yeah, if this helps, Nicole. Yeah, so now that we have the trajectory and are kind of in this multi-year zone and able to look ahead, we already know that next year we'll be having the event September 25 to 27. So we're back in the late September mode. And then the intention with this is to have it in this. The city of Williamsburg, in partnership with the surrounding counties, is building a brand new sports and events center that is primarily designed to be like a place where 1,000 middle schoolers can have a volleyball tournament. And there's a giant room where there's like 14 courts all next to each other. And so it's this huge new space. And we are coming in there with our events. And it's just this giant new facility that we will be looking to kind of take over in starting next year. It's supposed to open next summer and will be Burgquest 2026. I think will be the first ever. I don't take me to court on this, but it should be the first ever non-sports event in this brand new building.
Nice.
Yeah, it'll be real fun. So September next year. So
all right, Adam, it's on my calendar.
Get it there, 25 to 27.
There we go.
Yeah, that's the game plan.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, well, guys, we definitely have to plan to do a live recording with all four of us there.
Yeah.
100%.
Sure.
From the Game Master Mom booth in the vendor hall.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Plan ahead.
Yes. Man.
Awesome.
Well, where can? Go ahead, Nicole. Go. Nope. You can.
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah, where can people get more info? Definitely the website, burg.quest, I'm on right now, has all the things you've been talking about, the schedule. We're going to add a link to that in the show notes. Where else should people follow for Burgquest and these other cool events that y'all run too, if they're interested in the cats or the wine?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Burg.quest. It was serendipity that I forgot there's a .quest option. We also tell people who get confused by that burgquest.com and it redirects. But yeah, Burg.quest is a funny website. So that's great. You can you get to sign up for the email newsletter on that site, which gets you all the information like that early discount we had earlier on. We have Instagram. We post stuff through there. That's via the website. There's a Discord. Last year Goblins and Growlers kindly hosted a Discord channel for us. This year we put our own server and it went live like yesterday and there's like 10 people in it. So if you're interested in coordinating with other people, promoting your own games, asking questions, like we got a Discord, you can get to it via the event info page. Yeah, it's right in there. And then our other events, you can see links for all of them via our company website, which is the THEAV Adventure. So letter A, letter V, adventure.com. And if you got it right there, you'll see at the bottom links to the Comedy Fest, the Arts Fest, the Whiskey Fest, and the Cat Festival.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
In the Discord now, and I'm literally putting, we are live with Adam.
Oh my gosh.
What? No, we're not live.
We're not live. We're not live, Charlie.
We're not live.
We're just recording.
Charlie,
Do it. Spread it. Spread the news. Do it.
Charlie, we're not live.
No, we're too much of a mess to record live. You know we can't do that.
Oh my God. Never mind. I would derail that real fast. Man, that was really fun. Adam, does anybody else have anything for Adam real quick? We don't want to take up too much of your time here. It was just really fun to have you on the show, get a little bit of some podcasting airtime to advertise Burgquest, for, I don't know. I need to look at the analytics again. I don't remember how many people actually listen to the show, but I need to look at all that stuff.
We truly do this for the fun of it. If that doesn't tell you anything,
Yeah,
it's just a bunch of nerds.
Yeah, I mean that's the vibe.
Our short clips and reels and stuff get some good views sometimes.
I've seen some with a couple thousand views.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I mean, we're just here for the good vibes and for people to talk about the things they love doing and playing because, there's no escape like a real good game played with friends in a good place and just giving yourself the reason to do that. And that's kind of the goal of this is like grab your friends and come do a thing or make new friends around a table.
And I have to say again about just how wonderful Burgquest was. The paid game that I ran last year was one of my favorites, and it was so much fun. And I had 8 players around the table, and literally could not be more different 8 people around that table. And everyone from who played only 5th edition to haven't played since 2nd edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons were at that table, and everyone had just an absolute blast, and it was so much fun. And it was just one of the best games I've gotten to run, and in a really amazing space, I have to say too. Like, just to kind of set the scene for Jeff and Nicole who weren't there, we had this whole private room. It was all they had lighting, this dynamic lighting that was centered above the table, and we had like 40 or 50 LED candle lights that were spread about the space, and they had like wine barrels and everything that were around to fill in the ambiance, and it was awesome. It was so much fun.
It was very cool.
Blast. That's really so excited to come back.
Hope to have something like that in the future, because we're in a big student center. All the rooms are big this year. All the rentable rooms are big rooms, even though there's smaller rooms elsewhere in the building. But to me, the vision after your game last year, I was like, how cool would it be if you had the round table and then each person had their own pool of light that you could have a touchpad cue. So if someone goes down or gets hit in combat, they flash red or they say red, or like if someone's healed, it goes green just on them.
Yes.
I would love to have that kind of space that people could use over the course of the days. And it's just like a curated, what if you had high production value for an intimate game? And I think that kind of stuff is real valuable when it can be done.
Yes.
That's ambitious, and I love that. I love everything about that.
Look at what he's already done with Burgquest.
We're ambitious and we love it.
Anyone can do it. Anyone can do it.
Yeah.
It's kind of
we're ambitious and we love it. I love that. What better way to sign off though for the episode? Because we'll keep it short and sweet. I think we could all talk for hours about how cool conventions are and how cool Burgquest is. But yeah, thank you for joining the show. This has been truly awesome. It's still really humbling to me to see this show. We've had now 3 guests on now, and it's always really cool to be like, man, this is actually people are, it's just really cool. So thank you from the bottom of my heart and everybody else, on the show, for coming on and talking to us for the past half hour or so. And I'm super stoked to be at Burgquest because I'm going to be there all 3 days. That's going to be awesome. I'm going to drive up from work Friday, and I don't know where I'm going to stay. I might get a hotel, might stay with my buddy up in Coastin. I don't know. We'll see.
I will say this as well. So Jeff and I, we've got the panel we're going to be running, which is going to be a ton of fun. Definitely have. I'm getting some dice sets that I'm going to give out to randomly to people that attend. And I will also say this: the first person who comes up to Jeff or I and mentions this podcast, I have a special set of glow in the dark dice set that I'll give away to that person. So
what? I love this. I love gamifying the game, attending cons. Someone better do that. Right? We did a thing last year that may be returning called the Burgquest Quest, where you did a postcard and you went and you had to go talk to a vendor and you had to go downtown. You had to explore and go on an actual real life adventure.
That's really cool.
And then at the last hour of the con, a couple hundred people threw their cards in a bin and we pulled one, and this woman won this package of $400 in board games, this just starter library. Cool. The joy that was on this woman's face still is with me to this day. Wow. You would have thought she just won a car, but having won this thing that she did and just assumed she was going to go home, it was just so joyous. And I was like, okay, well, we're good emotionally. The building could burn down now. We're fine.
Perfect example of why Burgquest lives rent-free in my top 3 favorite conventions. It's just great energy, great people, great everything.
Yeah, we want little magic moments. But thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to all of you. Happy to come back whenever for a postmortem or once we get that big setup for 2026. You just let me know.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Well, thank you again. We are the Story Crafters. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for enjoying this short little episode. We'll see you next time. Bye.